1940. Nazi flags hang from the Eiffel Tower. German boots echo on cobblestone streets. The city of light has gone dark, but in a small apartment, beneath flickering candlelight, a young woman types. She's not a soldier, not a spy, just a secretary, with a typewriter and a cause. Her name is Madeleine de Gaillard, and this is the story of how she defied an empire, armed only with paper, ink, and iron will. Chapter 1. A City Under Siege. June 1940. Paris falls to the Nazis without a single major battle. German troops roll through the Arc de Triomphe. Hitler himself strolls through the streets like a man inspecting his prize. Daily life changes in a heartbeat. Jewish families are forced to register. Cafes speak in whispers. And the radio? All German. But not everyone remains silent. Madeleine is 23, a typist at a government office. Officially, she works the night shift. Unofficially, she begins to resist. Chapter 2. Seeds of Resistance. It starts with whispers, then notes, then forged papers. Madeleine realizes she has access to something dangerous, a printing press. She uses it. First, she prints a fake ID for a Jewish friend. Then a ration book for a hungry mother. Then dozens more. She adopts a code name, Lucy, and joins the underground. At night, her apartment becomes a workshop. Ink-stained fingers. Stacks of paper, a ticking clock. One slip, and it's over. Chapter 3. Bicycle Missions. Paris becomes a chessboard. Madeleine, a courier on a bicycle, disguised as a schoolteacher, a nurse, a delivery girl, but always carrying secrets. She memorizes routes, Gestapo patterns, safe houses. She smiles at Nazi officers, flirts with them to buy time. And underneath her basket, blueprints, leaflets, forged identities. One ride changes everything. She delivers German radio tower layouts to a British contact. 2 days later, Allied forces jam Nazi broadcasts across France. No one knows who did it, but she does. Chapter 4. The walls close in 1943. The Gestapo tightens its grip. A fellow resistance member breaks under torture. Madeleine's name is given. One night, she hears a knock. She knows it's over. They search everything. Find the press, the papers, the codes. She's arrested. At Fresnes prison, they interrogate her for 11 days. No names, no betrayals. She refuses to break. So they send her to Ravensbrück, a concentration camp for women. Chapter 5. Ravensbrück. At Ravensbrück, numbers replace names. Madeleine becomes 42,356. She's starved, beaten, frozen, but not broken. She writes poems on scraps of cloth, teaches secret codes to fellow prisoners, passes messages hidden in shoes and rags. One note reaches the outside. The BBC hears of her, broadcasts her code name, Lucy. The resistance hears it. She's still alive. Chapter 6. Liberation and Silence. In 1945, the camp is liberated. Barely alive, Madeleine returns to Paris. No parades, no medals. She says nothing. She works quietly at a bookstore. Marries. grows old. In 1998, she dies. Forgotten. Until her niece finds a suitcase in the attic. Inside, forged documents, resistance letters, and a poem. It reads,
I typed with fingers blistered but not broken. I carried the truth on my back. When Paris was silent, I wrote its voice.
Closing reflections. History remembers battles, generals, maps, treaties. But what about the typist? The girl with ink on her hands and courage in her heart. Madeleine de Gaillard, Lucy, wasn't a soldier. She was a whisper in a city of screams. And she made history. So next time you see the Eiffel Tower lit against the night, remember, there was a time it stood in darkness, and beneath it, a young woman typed in defiance. Because sometimes, the most dangerous weapon is a word.